What's the shittiest place you went to?
Oof. So Kinshasa, Democratic Republic of Congo, is about as shitty as the world gets.
Worse than Portland, because we have a friend.
Only slightly. At least Portland has beer.
Shout out to Will. Yeah.
That's an inside joke between only 5 of us. So
I ask people all the time, like, if you had millions of dollars and you were quote unquote chilling, what do you want to do with your free time? Everyone says travel the world, but nobody wants to go to shitty places. You had this yearning to see the worst of the worst of the worst.
hairy armpits.
Hairy armpits.
Yeah.
So you could sort of codify your love for America. How did that even resonate with your mind?
It wasn't necessarily codifying. So when I was with the Air Force Academy, they sent me to China. So I was on I was learning Chinese, and in 2002, I went to China to do a 6-week language immersion with the Air Force Academy. And when I was there, I've been to Canada, I'd been to resorts in Mexico, like I've done the stuff that most Americans do. But in China, I was eating dog.
Really?
I could, yeah. It's a normal meat to eat there.
What about bat?
I didn't have bat. That's less normal.
Yeah.
You were eating dogs.
Yeah, we ate dog meat, right? There are stands, street stalls, just like you would get a hot dog in New York.
Really?
With scorpions and like different large beetles. Like this is just normal stuff there, right? And then it looks like New York, but the food stalls are not anything like we've ever seen. I can't drink the water. The water out of the sink can't be used to brush your teeth. The water that comes out of a water fountain, when you go to a restaurant, you always have to ask for the bottles of water. Like these were little things where I was like, I don't have to do this in America. Like I can literally go to any sink in the United States and like grab a glass and drink some water.
Yeah.
It might taste bad, but it's not actually going to give me a long-term permanent gastrointestinal issue.
Yeah, you're not going to have Montezuma's revenge.
Yeah. So just these things, when I finally left China to come back to the United States and I landed in the United States, I was like, oof, this feels good.
So why would you want more of that and even worse?
Because one thing that I've always been is very proud of my country, and it gives me the ability to drown out the noise. There's so much noise in our country, so much what I call first world problems. People bitching and complaining and fighting about things that make us 0.5%, 0.01% better or worse than where we were yesterday. Not realizing we're 35% better than other first world countries. I took my executive assistant with me on a trip recently to Austria. And we went to Austria to support like Ukrainian refugee program and whatever else. It was awesome. Excellent food, excellent booze, excellent people, beautiful surroundings. The buildings were pristine, very, very heavily socialist country, right? We come back to the United States. We cross the border in Orlando. You know what she says? It's so good to be back in America. I was like, fuck, yes, that is exactly right. That's why you want to travel the world. You're just going to get to that conclusion a whole lot faster in third world countries than in first world countries.
That is a very good point. Yeah. By the way, especially as a, I saw you and your daughter, right? You have a daughter?
Yep.
You and your daughter were sitting there. She was doing homework or studying world wars or different things and just watching how you're raising your kid as well. Have you taken your daughter yet to a third world country? And if yes, which one was it?
So my children have not been to a third world country. They've lived in the United Arab Emirates. They lived in Abu Dhabi for a year.
Got it.
And my son especially, they both have very fond memories. And UAE is a first world country because it's a Khaliji Arab country, rich in oil wealth.
Yeah.
They basically overnight developed into a first world country. So it's not a difficult life at all. It's except for the heat and the culture, right? Arab culture is a difficult culture when you're a Westerner. My kids have very fond memories, but they also are like, it's not like I don't want to go back to UAE. This was something they tell me often. I don't want to go back to the desert. I like the fact that I can, be free to talk to whoever I want to talk to. I don't have to worry if they're a girl or a boy. I don't have to worry about classes.
They're saying that at what age?
My son is 9. My daughter is 5.
I love that.
So if you like this clip and you want to watch another one, click right here. And if you want to watch the entire podcast, click right here.